Well, guys, I'm Merry 17th day of Christmas coming. Yeah, I know. It's the 12 days start afterwards. Work with me here. Work with me. So, I've been working in this reading journal way too much. I'm having far too much fun. And tonight I was like, I want to do, now that I figured out what I wanted to do, I'm like, I want to do my biblical studies challenge that Cathryn at Read Journal Love is doing. That's one that I'm definitely excited about. And I really wanted nice pages for each of my challenges. I still haven't figured out what I want to do for Chantal's, because why would I want Chantal's to be anything but amazing, right? Yeah. So I figured out I wanted to do these scrolls. Scrolls are easy to draw, and so I'm like, okay, I can handle this. And yeah, it's really strange. For some bizarre reason, my lens was doing something weird in the first part of the video, and then Lorna came out and asked me to help her put binding on a present. And when I came back in and started again, I had seen that it was funky, and I thought about redoing it. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing that, because no, I'm already not getting things done that need to get done. So I made myself suck it up and deal with it and, get back to all the fun stuffness. But I just wanted to, kind of show that as unproductive as I'm being in the ways that I'm supposed to be, at least I'm getting something done, right? Okay, I'm kind of playing around and being goofy and whatever, but it's a whole lot of fun. Anyway, I have been watching massive numbers of videos, and it's really interesting how I'll come up with an idea and start working on it in there, and then I'll be watching a video and they will do kind of the general idea of what I had come up with, but they do it, exactly what I would have wanted if I knew I wanted it. And so, eventually we'll get to like my reading log. And then I found this gal. It was amazing. She did two things that I semi-copied, but sort of not. It's kind of weird. So when I get there, I'll show you. But I just find it interesting that I'll come up with an idea and then I'll find someone who did it just how I need it and just in time. It's like I keep, just before it's like not too late to ruin everything. Boom, here we are. But it's also interesting that, this is Advent, and I'm doing Bookmas, and I've got my Advent books, and I've got my Advent embroidery thing, and I've got my little calendar that my friend gave me. And look at that. I can count as long as I still have my fingers. You cut my fingers off and I'm going to be in trouble. Anyway, but it's kind of funny. Like last year, the Advent embroidery kind of kept me sane. It was really emotionally important to me last year. I was kind of going a little nuts. I was a couple of days behind, but it was the one thing, it doesn't take very long to do every night. It's, I don't know, for me, maybe each night is 10 minutes tops. It was incredibly doable. And I really loved that because, I would get Kevin into bed and all day long, I'm up, down, get him this, help him with that, got to do this, got to take care of that. I have to make every decision. And I mean, a lot of that is normal. But when you have the weight of someone's care on top of it all, it becomes overwhelming. And just, I would put him to bed and I would know I've got at least half an hour before he's going to need anything. This I absolutely have. We're good. And so I could sit down and I could do that thing, and it felt good. I kept up with it, especially after we got home. But even in the hotel room, I kept up with it pretty well. But, this year, I just got through day 16, was it? Or day 15, one of the two. I haven't kept up with it in the same way this year. And it's strange how last year I felt so defeated because the all the Advent things I wanted to do, I couldn't do. All the Christmas preparation and immersion and everything that I wanted last year, I didn't get to do. And then here I am this year. It's kind of the reverse where I don't have a lot on my plate that I absolutely have to do, except for maybe finish this book that I'm not working on. Anyway, yeah. But on the other hand, there's so much that I am getting done, and that's a good feeling. It's strange because like I sometimes even like on the Advent readings, I'll be a day or two behind. I think once I was 2 days behind. Once I was one, and I may have been 3 days behind once. It feels like I was in, no, I had gotten ahead in one of the books, so I felt like I was behind in the others, and I wasn't. That's what it was. But, it feels like, you have this moment of you must do things the way you must do them. And I just, it kind of clicked that Advent, the way we do it, is not mandated in Scripture. We're supposed to study the Word, absolutely. We're supposed to reflect on Christ, 100%. But we don't have to do it with a book or a specific scriptural reading or whatever method that we have chosen to pay attention and focus on the Lord this season. This is just here to serve us. And if we skip a day or two and then make it up on day 3, that's okay. And it's kind of strange how last year's disappointment is this year's reality, and I'm embracing it this year. And last year, I resisted so much, but last year felt so out of control. Yep, here I am. Do you see the number of boxes that I have? Yeah. And not enough, not enough. So anyway, that was my lesson that I learned. Guess what? I I'm a control freak and I know it, but I'm always surprised at how much of one I am. Okay, real quick, let's take a look at this thing. I've got questions for you. That page, I had it for readathon challenges so that I could know which ones are coming up and everything. But I also wondered if I should do it or a one like it for books that are coming, anticipated reads. Those are the logs. I can't wait to show you the one that I sort of adapted. But then, I got all these things that I got to do here. But then there's my Princess Bride-athon thing. That was fun. And now we've got this book bingo that I wanted to do for myself, just create my own for me, just for the sheer joy of it. And I've got 24 boxes to fill. And I saw the gal do this. And when you peel up one of those little sticker things, it's got it tells you what the bingo thing is. That I stole from her, but I want to do my own. I was going to do a board with a page of stuff, but I had no idea that, wait a minute, I could do this. So that was kind of cool, and it made me happy. But if you guys could give me ideas for that, yeah, that would be kind of nice if you could help me come up with some. I'm looking for things that are distinctly me, as opposed to just a generic read a blue book or, whatever, something that might challenge me specifically or be lots of fun for me. I don't know. I don't even know what it would be. I've done some. I mean, if you hit pause back there, you could probably see what I've done. But I would love ideas for new ones because I'd like to get that page done. That would feel really good. And, I've only got a couple weeks to finish this up, and I've got a new project that I want to start. And I can't start it until I get some of these things in this journal done. I need to get it done. This whole journal thing, I can't believe how excited I am about it. And I'm really looking forward to keeping it up. I'm trying to decide if I want a stats page. Do I want a stats page where I keep track of how many books each month, how many different genres I read, how many... there were a bunch of different things that I came up with. And of course, my journal isn't within reach. And so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, okay, looking at this, I'm on day 16. I need to start and do day 16s, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do day 17. It's really funny. Originally, I opened the first 17, which was actually like, 13 or something. Yeah. And it's interesting. I've already gotten this thing before, but they gave me another one, kind of like the fountain pen thing. So that was kind of weird. Anyway, so I wanted to say goodnight, and I hope you have a great day.